Hey Yogi, welcome to this Mellow Flow class. If you're new here, I'm Ree, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I love having you with me on the channel. Before we jump into class, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do. It just helps the channel grow on YouTube. And here come the dogs. So for this class, we will need some props. Either a blanket and a bolster or just a blanket and 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about subbing them out for anything. Just don't use the blocks when I cue them. So bring the blocks towards the back of your mat, but off the mat. And then you're going to open up your blanket. So depending on kind of the size of your blanket, open it up. And maybe fold it in half. And then we're going to roll it so that we can lie on it. So for this, you're just going to kind of roll nice and tight, just so we make a little bit of kind of like a thick roll, like a sausage or something. Of course, use a bolster instead if that is something you have. I'm always never certain whether people have bolsters. Maybe let me know in the comments. Do you have bolsters at home? I always think of it as quite a studio thing. And then from here, you're going to let your low back or your butt go right to the bottom of the blanket and then lay down onto the blanket. From here, bring your soles of the feet together. Grab your blocks if you've got them. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, and then let your thighs land on the blocks. So just put the blocks somewhere under your thighs. So from here, just allow your legs to fall either out to the side unsupported, or if you've got those blocks there, let your legs fall into the blocks. Let your shoulder blades just sort of hang off the blanket. Head is on the blanket for some support. We're just going to take a few breaths here to arrive and to settle in. Notice how your hips are feeling, your shoulders as they hang off your blanket. And just gently notice how you're showing up today. This practice is a really mellow one, so you don't have to have any of those thoughts about what will come, because whatever will come is going to be hopefully nourishing, but certainly very slow-paced. Start to take a deeper breath here now. Nice. And then from here, bring the knees back together. And come off your blanket, move your blocks to the side. So you could roll off to the side of your blanket, or you could just come all the way up. And then from here, we are going to roll the blanket out so that it can go across our mat. So have a fidget till it's the way you want it. I like the blanket kind of in half. Excuse me, Bills. And then coming onto the knees, sit back to the shins. Nice. And then we're going to lift and turn each side. So from here, take your arms out to the side. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, squeeze your glutes, come up onto a kneeling place. As you exhale, open to the right side, right arm to the back, left arm to the top. Inhale back to center, look up. Exhale, open. Your drishti can follow the hand that goes back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale. Hands through the center line. Nice. We're going to grab our blocks if you've got them. If you've not got them, then everything I say with blocks, just do without. That's fine. But we're going to put our blocks underneath our hands in a tabletop-like place. And we're just going to take some wrist circles. And just notice how this feels with a little bit more added height with the blocks. Or maybe without, if you're rocking without blocks today. Feel free to just roll through the spine, the hips, the head, the neck, the shoulders, but really grip the blocks or the mat. Come into neutral and then inhale through to cow pose. Exhale, push away, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, cat pose. Inhale through to your cow. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale through to cow. Exhale to cat. Come to neutral. Step the right foot outside the right hand and just start to bend that right knee deeply. You might need to move the blocks a bit further forward than where you were. And allow yourself to just sway back and forth here. So bending and straightening a bit through the right leg. Nice. And then from here, kick your left toes towards the right side of the mat. Keep the right hand down. Reach the left arm up. Come into a modified side angle. Nice. Exhale, hand back to the block. Bring the foot back to neutral, the left foot, and then take half split. So really pulling the right toes back towards the shin and dragging the right heel down and back. As if you were going to drag the foot, but you're not going to. And just notice what kind of stretch you feel there. Inhale, rebend, plant the right foot, and then step the right knee back to meet the left. Tabletop, inhale through to cow. Exhale, push to cat. Inhale through to cow. Exhale through to cat, chin to chest. Inhale back to neutral. Step that left foot outside the left block and come into a low lizard. So I probably need to send my right knee further back a bit. And from here, feel free to again bob forwards and back on that left leg and notice where you feel like you're moving through a little bit of tension. And tension is good. We want tension. We'd all be like sloppy joes if we did not have any. But just notice where you feel like there's any sort of stiffness. Nice. And then coming back to sort of neutral with the left knee bent. So you're going to kick that right foot towards the left side. Left hand stays on the block. Reach the right arm up and take that modified Parsvakonasana. Bend deeply into the left knee. Nice. Exhale. Right hand back to the block, right foot back to where you got it from, and then straighten through the left leg or work to straighten and pull the left toes back. Feel half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. See if you can lift the collarbones and imagine you could take them up and over the blocks ahead of you just to find some length. Inhale, rebend that left knee and bring that left knee back underneath you. Inhale through cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Nice. Pull the blocks back onto the mat if they've wandered off. And actually, I'm going to pull my blanket a bit higher up to the back of the mat. And then we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips, find a down dog. Feel free to pedal through the feet here. Notice how the dog feels if you've got the hands on blocks. I love the feeling of a supported down dog. It's really nice. And then find a bit of stillness here. Squeeze your armpits together. Just really spread across the shoulders. Nice. And then from here, we're going to gently walk our hands off the blocks and back towards the feet. Inhale, fingertips to the shins. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, let your head go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold down. Nice, inhale, root to rise, reach your arms up as you bring yourself up all the way. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands pull through the center line, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. On the exhale, open the arms up, right arm to the back of the room, left arm seeks the top. Inhale, both hands reach the ceiling, drishti follows them. Exhale, right hand seeks the top of the mat, left hand seeks the back, drishti follows the left. Inhale, both seek the sky, drishti follows. Exhale, drishti to the right hand as you open to the right. Inhale, hands back to the center, drishti to the sky. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Follow the left hand with your gaze. And inhale, look up. Pull your hands together and pull them through the center line. Start to bend the knees. Gently find a forward fold, Uttanasana. Make sure your feet are roughly hip distance. Opposite hand catches the opposite elbow and just sway here. Feel the weight transfer right to left and left to right. Release the arms. Gently crawl yourself back out into that downward facing dog. Maybe you want to keep the blocks there the whole time. That's what I will do. Inhale, right leg is going to lift. 3-leg dog. Bend the knee and just circle through that right hip. So really feel it out here. Imagine that you are a gate hinge and you're just squeaky, but you're just coming along with some oil and you're just really loosening it up. Nice. And then from here, roll forward. That right foot will go to the outside of the right hand. Drop the back knee down. Drop the back heel down. Rise into a warrior two. Don't worry if your feet aren't exactly as you're used to. Just go with it. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, right hand will seek the block. Turn the chest open to the left and reach the left arm up. Parsvakonasana, side angle. Bend deeply into that right knee. Take an inhale. On the exhale, gently plant the left hand on the block, spike the left heel, and then work to straighten through both legs, pulling that the right toes back towards the right shin. Coming into this modified pyramid. Don't try and ground the left heel by turning the heel in. Just allow it to lift. And then rebend the right knee. Step the right foot back to meet the left plank pose. Drop your knees. Push your butt back towards your heels. Start to hover the forearms. So bend the elbows. And then as you inhale, come through your arms and lift up. Downward facing dog, modified vinyasa. Exhale, drop the knees, tuck the toes, come back to down dog. The left leg will lift, and then bend the left knee and just open up through your hip here. Again, visualizing that you're just trying to oil it out, feeling through any tightness, feeling any clicks. And then gently step that left foot outside your left hand. Drop your back heel and rise into warrior two. Bend the left knee deeply. Pull the left thigh bone back in its socket. Send the left knee wide. Find warrior two. Maybe the feet are too very funky here. Just run with it. Go with it. Try not to resist. Instead, surrender. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand seeks the left block. Reach the right arm up. Deeply bend the left knee. And roll yourself open towards the ceiling. Parsvakonasana. Inhale here. And exhale gently, right hand back to the block. Roll onto the right toes. Start to straighten through both legs or working to straighten. Modified pyramid. And the legs don't ever need to straighten. You can keep the toes grounded and have a soft bend in the right knee. That's totally cool. Left knee. That's totally cool. Inhale, come forward, rebend the left knee. And then step left foot back to meet right, high plank pose. Drop your knees. Send your butt back towards your heels. Start to bend your elbows so that your arms hover or they go flat to the mat without blocks. As you inhale, move through your arms and come into upward facing dog. Drop the knees, tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Nice. Gently walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, slide left hand under left foot, right hand under right foot. Bend the knees deeply here. Make sure you've got the low belly on the thighs. Look forward, straighten the arms. Inhale, exhale. Bend your elbows. Really flick your tailbone up to the ceiling as you let the head hang heavy. Keep that body connection, thighs on chest. Even if you bend the knees, that's fine. Padangusthasana. Maybe you soften a little bit on the inhales. And you go deeper on the exhale. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, start to lift the gaze. And as you exhale, just release the hands under the feet. Nice. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale, root to rise. Bring your arms up with you, up and overhead, drishti to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands through the center line. Inhale, spike onto the toes, so spike the heels. As you exhale, we're just going to imagine that we're dragging our back down a wall as we bend the knees. Bend the knees and come all the way, butt to the heels. Nice. From here, we're going to let the knees fall to the mat and then inhale to lift up. Reach the arms up. Exhale to cactus. Bring your elbows as if you're dragging them to the hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Nice, come to neutral. Take your arms up into that cactus shape again. Inhale up the middle. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the left. Pull your right hip back. Inhale up the middle. Exhale to the right. Pull the left hip back. One more. Inhale to the middle. And exhale to the left. Pull the right hip back. Inhale to the middle. Reach the arms all the way up. And pull the hands down and tuck the toes. Sit back to the heels. Nice. So from here, just make your blanket a little bit thicker. So if it's thin, I just want you to make it a little bit thicker so that we have a nice amount of cushion under the seat. And then we're going to come to sit on the blanket. You can move the blocks now. We're done with them. So come to sit on your blanket. Make sure that your sit bones are on there. And then take your legs long. Flex your toes back. So pull the toes back towards the shins here. And then take your fingertips and have your fingertips on the outside of each hip. And then use that to gently start to send your shoulders back. So instead of rounding forward, we're going to send them back. Open up the airways. Try and get some new space in here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This next inhale, reach your arms up, drishti to the fingers. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you would like. Remembering we want the lower belly connected to the thighs. So that could mean that you're here with a really deep bend. Maybe you're catching for the calf or the ankles. But just make sure you've got that low belly connected. Feel the breath come in as the low belly pushes into the thighs. And then try and move into that space. Paschimottanasana. Nice. Inhale, roll up. Bring your left knee into the chest. Plant the left foot. And then let the left knee fall wide. The left foot's going to come to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Setting up for Janu Shirshasana. And then exhale, fold over that right leg. And remember, you can be here. I just want you to feel like you're getting a good stretch. So you can either stay nice and upright, spine is long, chest lifted, or if it feels nice, you could be passive and just fold, roll down. Maybe the maybe the forehead meets the knee or the calf, the shin. Gently come all the way up. Bring that left knee back up. Switch legs. Left leg will go long. Right knee will pull into the chest. Plant the right foot. Open the right hip by sending the right knee wide. Readjust yourself if you're wiggling off your blanket. And if the blanket's not suiting you, then feel free to move it. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Fold over that left leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your right knee in towards you. Send the right leg long. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look to the fingers. Exhale. Paschimottanasana one more time. Fold over. And then inhale, roll up. Nice. From here, we're going to Savasana exactly the way we began. So make your way off your blanket. And maybe you don't want the blanket this time. That's totally cool. If you want it, you're going to roll it into that sort of cylinder, thick cylinder sausagey shape. And again, if you'd like to have blocks under the thighs in your Supta Baddha Konasana, then grab them so that they're handy to you. Bring your butt towards the bottom of the blanket. Lay back. Make sure you've got your head on the blanket so you just have a bit of support. And then take whatever height you want on the blocks, if you want to. And then allow the thighs to just gently rest on them. It just adds a nice little bit of support, I think. Let go. Recheck in with the body. See how you're feeling. Observe and let go. Surrender to the Savasana. Turn your palms up to the ceiling and just let yourself go, melt away. As always, I won't stay with you for your Savasana. I'll hand the reins over to you for you to decide how long that you have, how long you want to have, and how long you will be there. Feel free to stay there for as long as it serves you, just taking some nice deep breaths. As always, it's an absolute joy to share the practice with you on YouTube. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today through this mellow flow. Hope to see you on the mat again soon, Yogi. Thank you.